Okay, let's go.
Well, hi, friends of the Coachella Valley. Jose here from the New Mindset. And wow, this has been a long time coming. Every time I see this, man, I'm like, hey, let's do your episode.
Right.
Every single time. So the Valley is known for a lot of the DJs. I'm glad that the Mindset has been a path for them to talk and tell the story. But tonight I'm here with a man that I've met for quite some time. We've known each other for well over, it's been about 10 years, I'm
Probably, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, bro.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Coachella Valley, much love. This is my hometown. I am DJ LF. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure.
Now, don't mind us. There's chips in front of us. We have a few drinks, so we start going off topic. You know what?
Water, drinks.
Yeah, water. Yeah, just water. Yeah. So LF, wow, man. So let's talk about your journey, but tell me first about like your past. Like, where'd you come from, bro? Did you grow up here in the Valley, or did you grow up somewhere else?
Yeah, bro. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I grew up here in the Valley. I grew up out of Cathedral City.
Okay.
So I'm more familiar with the west end of the Valley. Everything, Palm Springs and what have you.
So you were born here and you grew up here.
I was born here. I grew up here. The only time that I left was during college,
Hmm.
and that was about.
What high school did you in?
I went to Palm Springs.
Palm Springs High.
Went to Palm
Hey, there you
Springs.
go.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Palm Springs student yet. Huh?
No way.
Shout out to
dude?
Palm Springs High. Yeah.
Shout out, dude.
Every other school, right? Except Palm Springs. So what year were you in high school?
I'm an old dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I graduated 07. So.
07? No way, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why? How?
I'm 03, dude.
No way.
Yeah,
Shut the
that's what I'm
fuck.
saying, bro.
This isn't real. We need to leave. Wait. The show's over.
Right?
So, that's cool, bro. I didn't know that,
Yeah,
man.
that's how-
Wow. You look fantastic, dude. You don't
It
even
shows
look
my
a day
age.
over 22, dude. You
No
look
way, bro.
fantastic.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Well, it's also your lifestyle, right? Like,
Yeah. Well,
a lot
I mean,
of it.
yeah, the lifestyle, I guess, I try and stay healthy, try and stay fit. I try,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
you just came from the gym.
Yeah.
You literally hit it. Did you do any sports when you were in high
I
school?
did, bro. I'm a big baseball fan, so it was
Really?
Yeah, so I was in baseball in high school. I did play basketball my freshman year, and then I played football my sophomore year.
I was working an event in Warner Brothers Studios one time, and I met Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah,
And
no way.
That was like my highlight, right? I'm a kid of the '90s. That's
Nice,
all,
yeah.
So I was a Cowboys fan for a long time, and but Dan Marino, at that time, the Miami Dolphins were fantastic.
Yeah, bro.
Got to meet him. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did sports, and were you like, how far did you take it? Were you at CAF? And stuff?
Actually, yeah. So the college thing, I got a ride to go to Fullerton for baseball.
No way.
Yeah. So, but that's where everything kind of turned for the other,
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but no, I mean, yeah, I was always actually I was kind of like a schoolie. I was always like in a, all the clubs, like doing all like the ASB stuff and all that stuff. So
no way.
bro.
What? That's nuts. I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
So were you? Where did you get that inclination of music? Like where? Let me ask you first a little bit more about your past, just to connect with it.
Mm-hmm.
What are your roots? I mean, obviously you're Latino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your DJLF stands for DJ Latin Flavor.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So what part of Latin America are you guys from?
Well, I'm actually Mexican, and I would say I would relate more myself towards the city, Mexico City.
Really?
Yeah, only because my family, my dad's side of the family is, my dad's side of the family is a big family, so there's like 12 of them.
Okay, for sure.
So my dad is the oldest of the family, but he was born in Jalisco.
Okay.
But the other 9 siblings were all born in Mexico City, so that's kind of how, that came.
So did you ever go and live there or no?
No, I never went and lived there. No, I've gone and visited, and then I've gone and visited my mom's side of the family, which is over there in Zacatecas. So.
Okay, for sure. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So, but would you say that influences some of the music and the way you do things, or do you kind of just go off?
Honestly, it influenced me a lot. It influenced me a lot, and I think that's I think that goes with every culture that has music involved in it. It influenced me a lot because what happened was what I was going to get to is that because the other 9 siblings of my dad's, they all grew up around the whole like cumbia, like sonidera scene. So growing up, they always threw parties every weekend, like every Hispanic.
Mexico City, yeah, for sure.
So I was little, being around this music, and then the earliest recollection I can remember is being like maybe 12, and I think my tios, they ended up getting the first DJ set up.
Wow.
So they started playing music at their own parties, and then from there, they took it a step further and started doing like weddings and quinceañeras.
Okay.
And then as I grew older, being around that, they were like, hey, like, put this song on while we go eat or we go.
So they were like, you take over, you take over. Okay.
So it was kind of like that. So then I was like, I'm totally down for that, So
oh, that's badass.
Yeah, so that's how it all started.
So you were about 12, 13 years old. Mm-hmm. They're putting you in charge of this, and you started getting into it. When did you start realizing that this was like a career path for you?
Not until...
You were talking about something happened in college.
Yeah, so actually, well, even then, in college, I still didn't know it was going to be my thing. In college, I was just... I got kicked out, so to speak, because I was just partying too much. So
as you should. That's what.
Yeah, bro.
That's what the college experience should be.
That's exactly what I think it is, bro. Like, right? For everybody, I think everybody just needs to like have fun.
Yeah, just go and have fun, man. Yeah. It is.
So so I got kicked out because I was partying. I was I would do some parties here and there, but I was always partying, going out.
Yeah.
I didn't really realize it until like afterwards, like maybe in the like 9 to 5, like kind of like adult world, maybe like 4 or 5 years later, I was working at Best Buy basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was
here in the Valley. You came back. Okay.
Yeah, I was working in retail. Okay, we can go even more.
Go to town. Tell me the story, man.
After college, I went to a trade school. I went to Universal Tech.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you know what? I think cars are my passion.
Okay, for sure.
So in high school, I also did like auto shop. And I was like, okay, I want to work on cars.
Yeah. So it's like baseball. You're a country song.
Yeah. Right, bro. And that's the one genre. That's the one genre I don't. That's the other genre you don't mess with. Don't mess with that, bro. I know. Shout out to everybody that loves Stagecoach.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So like, it was crazy. So I did that. I graduated from the trade school. I got out. I went into working on cars. Mm-hmm. I got a job at Pep Boys. My buddy at the time he was working on stereo systems for cars. Yeah. He was like, hey, bro, like, we need somebody in here, you know how to do this, why don't you come over and work, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how I got into the retail thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But then my parents at the same time, my dad used to own a jewelry store. So yeah, it was Crystal.
No way.
Yeah, Crystal Jewelry.
Stop.
Yeah, Crystal Jewelry.
What?
Yeah.
How did I never know this? What the heck? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So I had that.
I have jewelry experience for those of you that don't know.
Yeah, so
that's funny. Okay. Oh,
yeah, so I know that background.
Yeah.
So when I was younger too, my dad would put me to work there. So I knew the whole customer relations, customer service stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So then what ended up happening was at the spot I was at, they were, because I was already working in car stereos, they needed somebody on the sales floor.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, bro, like, since you have that background, why don't you come out here and start selling the stereos too? That's how that took off. And then I just went into retail I was lost in retail for like 7 years. So I did that. And then when I got into Best Buy, I was there for 5 years, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a 5-year plan. I got to be where I want to be, manager-wise, if not, I'm out. Yeah. And then while I was doing that, all this whole time that I was in retail, I was doing gigs like here and there. I would do gigs for the stores, like for the employees, like, whatever, for my coworkers. I would do weddings here and there, but it was always kind of like a side thing, DJing-wise.
Okay.
And then, like 2 years before me leaving Best Buy, I was like, you know what, dude, if I really like, as much time as I've spent doing this and focusing on making this, a career. Yeah. Like, what if I just branched out on my own, full on, focus on my DJing like it was like any other business, any other small business, and just do it and see where where it goes. And that's
what was your first actual gig? I'm gonna assume that when you're doing those little side gigs, you weren't DJ LF yet, right? You were just trying to figure yourself out or something. What was your first DJ LF gig? Where was it?
NYPD.
At the pizza place?
Yeah, man.
NYPD. Yeah. NYPD. For those of you that don't know, NYPD is a pizza place in downtown Palm Springs. Yeah. How does the DJ fit there? Okay, I'm going to try to describe the venue as best as I can. It's basically half of a condo, right? It's like it's smaller than that. It has a pizza oven. They sell pizza, the best pizza in town.
It's really good.
I really love that pizza by far.
You got to get it with mustard.
Oh, 100%. Dude,
you know about that?
Of course. Yeah. I've been here some time. And then next to it, there's a bar, and then basically they're connected. And people go there for those off days. Yeah, you just go to NYPD, and that's the kicking spot.
That is
for a lot of people actually. Still today, they're still open. You guys check it out. Check it out for sure.
Yeah, so I started there, and that just happened because my buddies I used to party with and stuff. We used to have a little like not rivalry, but kind of like more like a little thing where we just had like a party cruise, like back in the 2010s. I
Yeah,
So like, so we used to call ourselves House of Bad News.
Okay.
The House of Bad News and the Wolfpack. And so we would do house parties. Yeah, bro.
I love it. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so we would have house parties. And then, we would do it all the time. And then they were just like, hey, you know what? This spot over here needs a DJ. Well, like they hyped me up. They got me in. And at that point, then I did level 2 and then other places in between. Yeah. So.
Wow. And so what was your day one like? Here we go.
I don't remember, bro.
Nothing comes to you like something that you really messed up. You're like, never doing that again.
Never getting drunk. I don't know.
I can see
it. It was very easy going, man. It was very easy going that first time.
Well, you kind of had been doing it for some time, so it's not like it was your first time.
Yeah, I can tell you, there's been times where I've regretted, like at a wedding or something like that.
Like, well, you played when your legs don't work like they used to before.
No, for the first dance one time at a wedding in San Diego that I did a gig for. It was for the bride and groom's first dance. And I wasn't ready. The band had just got done playing. And they're like, "You're on." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I just was trying to like figure out a song, whatever, right?
Okay.
So I put that Lady Antebellum song.
Quarter After One. Something
that one, yeah.
The
sad one. That's
the one that everybody plays.
But the one that's like, like
it is kind of
heartbroken.
it is about a heartbreak.
Yeah. So
you don't mess with country, huh? You really don't.
That's why. So that was the first.
That's the first time you're like country music. I'll try it.
I just remember hearing the crowd like just silent.
And
a couple people were like, "He's playing that song right now." I was like,
and so now we know why you don't.
So I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god, that's insane.
That
was
burned in my brain. I know exactly.
So picking the right songs is key
to
success.
Super key.
Oh my gosh! So look at that. Let's let me use this moment to cut into a quick commercial. When we come back, let's talk about what you're doing today. I want to talk to you about a few of the posts you've put up on your Instagram because there's a bunch of celebrities you've met in this past year alone.
Yeah.
And I'd love to hear about your life and what's going on. So let's go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Guys, it's tax season. Not all of us can handle the stress of filing the taxes. Whether you've worked in a few different companies, different jobs, maybe you put a lot of effort into it and you know what? You have to report it back to them. They need to know. Our friend Bianca Gamo is here to help us out with her company, Gamo Elite Taxes. Go ahead, take it away.
Does filing your taxes overwhelm you? Because it did for me, but luckily I'm here to help you. Hi, my name is Bianca Gamo, and here at Gamo Elite Taxes, I do all the heavy lifting for you. I offer maximum refunds, year-round availability, save you the time of going through complex tax forms, and give you the peace of mind that you've been looking for this tax season. Call 951-965-8251 and say Coachella for a special offer on your 2023 tax filings. Remember, you don't have to be alone during this tax season. Talk to you soon.
And there it is, guys. Bianca Gamo is here to help you. Don't forget to call and get the tax refund you deserve. But now, let's get back to the show.
All right, we're back. So LF, here we are. You had your first gig where you played country. You shouldn't have done that. So let's come back to today. And bro, I just said it, but so obviously we follow each other on social media. I see a lot of the stuff you do. I love to follow you because I love to know when you're at. Every time you go somewhere, I'm there to shout it out and be there because you're the best DJ I've been around with. Actually, if you remember, the first time you and I met was a gig that Zelda's.
Was it Zelda's or was it Copa?
It was Zelda's, actually. It was the McCormicks. Cody and Mike were looking for... the first time we met was Copa.
Okay.
That's the first time we met, and you were playing Latin music, and I was the one guy that knew how to dance. Yeah. And that's how you and I clicked.
Yeah.
And then you actually messaged me. I actually saw the message. It was on Facebook, believe it or not.
That's right, yeah.
And you messaged me and you're like, hey, they're looking for somebody that can salsa or something. You think you can teach a class? I was like, oh, hell yeah, I can. That's easy. So I showed up.
Yes, bro, yes.
I showed up, and they were like, you think you can handle? I'm like, yeah. I remember that like a group of people showed up, and they were kind of like not into it. I was like, just roll with it. Just trust me. And I got them all dancing and shit. And they're like, oh, fuck, okay, all right, I get it. And that was the first time, I actually kind of worked on a project.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And safe to say that that's not the last time, right?
Right.
Because we got to work together with a bunch of stuff after that. I think we just click. I love your music. You have the Latin beats, and that's very important in the Valley.
Yeah.
You have a lot of Latinos, and sometimes they don't know who to turn to. It's just sometimes you just don't. You know, it's either really cool house music. You know, shout out to Annie and Martha and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's also everything else, trap music, DJ C-Mills, who you introduced me to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
a lot of people that are really key to the Valley. But like, you're one of the few, if not 3 or 4, I think, other ones that do Latin music, and it's important. It's really important.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, you know, I think what I started, I should say, the journey on was to introduce more than just you know, your traditional Latin music. I was actually at the time trying to bring in a lot more salsa, bachata,
which you did,
right? And so that's what I was to say is that I was because you know, a lot of times at the time, actually back then, you know, Latin music was reggaeton, pero también era más como, you know, traditional. You know, I mean, you know, we had the banda and stuff, right? You know, and
well, correct me, but if I remember, the Peso Pluma, what's that style called?
Corridos.
So that corridos, but this new wave of corridos, right? This new wave of corridos is kind of on. It started. I don't remember you ever playing that,
right?
And now that we're getting more into your songs, right? But that's kind of. I love that about you. You're able to kind of flow into all these different styles as they come alive. And I mean, we've been here. You and I both. Now I can say this. Now that I know, we've been here for about 3 decades, and 3 decades, a lot has changed, bro.
Yeah, man.
A lot has changed.
A lot has, dude.
You know. So let's talk a little bit about what I was telling you. So you've been, not only have you been everywhere, but you've been showing up in all these places with all these celebrities. Tell me a little bit about that. What's going on, bud?
You know, I don't know, bro. It just kind of like it happens, dude. I mean, I go to these places, you know, because you know, either I get invited with, or you know, I get sent, you know, direct, you know, emails because of my my Spotify presence, and because I am a producer too, and and then also, you know, because at the time I have a manager and a publicist, and so but you know, I go to these places, and then you know, like when I went to the billboards in Miami. Daddy Yankee, you know, was there, and I was just like, you know, that was like,
and you look like him.
Yeah.
I don't know who told me that one time. Somebody was like, "Hey, LF, he's a Daddy Yankee, right?" And I'm like, is he? Sure. I remember. Yeah, you took a picture with them or something.
Yeah, you know, just most recently, you know, the whole Snoop.
Dude, that was wild, bro. I can't believe I missed that party, man. Shout out to Birdie.
Yeah.
So what was that? Is it a Snoop Dogg lookalike, right?
Yeah, it was a
dude. Yeah. I lost it, dude. I remember seeing that photo. This is real. This is a real story.
Like,
I was at this meeting at this other club, and I was supposed to be there, and I wish I was there. All of a sudden, on my feed, here comes LF with Snoop Dogg next. I'm like, no way! I just missed meeting Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
What?
No, bro.
So you're there?
No, I tagged him.
After you tagged him. He's fantastic.
He's actually his like stunt double.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he was in Soul Wind and all the other movies with them.
Well, it's a rare look. It's, you know, not everybody can look like Snoop.
Right, bro.
But he's fantastic.
Yeah,
great.
You know, and then but besides him, I mean, just, you know, just the other people that I met. I mean, just I know I'm really good friends with Cover. Who just did a song with Don Omar. Also, my buddy, ¿qué más? Who am I thinking of? Brain fart right now. But yeah, so I mean, just, you know, different people that I've, you know, encountered throughout my, I guess, you know, my music career and stuff.
So basically, you've passed the point of local Coachella Valley DJ, and you've gone a little bit more.
You think so?
I think so, because
I'm saying it humbly. I'm sorry.
100%. I'm telling you that from this point perspective, from the outside looking in.
Right.
When I see you going to all these other places, in my head, and what I can imagine other people think is, man, I love that lifestyle. I want to be there. I want to be that guy. And it's cool because when somebody actually talks to you, you're actually very grounded. A lot of people don't know that.
Thank you.
And the fact that you can like kind of maneuver certain situations, I've seen you maneuver them very efficiently.
Thank you.
And you're very good at that stuff. That keeps you on top of other people, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you know, as a DJ, I think you have to be open format. You know, I was gonna say that I, besides me being the Latin flavor, you know, LF, I started as an open format DJ. So, you know, I was DJing, you know, like hip hop and electronica and, you know, other stuff, and mixing in the Latin music. But like I said, when I went on that quest to be a specific Latin DJ, was to be for that reason, to bring and introduce the other stuff, because there's a whole world of genres of that music.
Oh yeah,
people don't really.
Oh yeah. Well,
now they do. But yeah,
something that you started. I don't know if it was last year or if you had it and you redid it, but you started this trend on TikTok again.
Yeah,
and I love this because we're definitely gonna tag you on this because
nice. Thank you.
You started this thing again where you put my top reggaeton or like 2000s reggaeton playlist. See if you know it. And you hit that mix. I'm gonna tell you, this is the first time I'm gonna tell somebody this. I screen recorded.
Nice.
That, right?
Thank you, bro.
And then I took the audio and I put it in some of my videos. I was like, hell, it's not gonna mind. I'm good.
It's copyrighted, bro.
Whoops. Right. And but it's been a good trend. I've seen that you get a good amount of views. What got you inspired to redo these or to bring them back, or what's going on?
Two things. One thing that got me inspired was to because I was listening through old like for me, for instance, listening to old albums, like old CDs of like Don Omar or and Daddy Yankee, and I was like, bro, there's a lot of good songs on here that the public doesn't know about, bro. They only know let's say
the ones that people know.
Like on the Familia, the J Balvin was, I forgot which one, but it's like, they only know the mainstream ones, but there was a whole catalog of other tracks on here that were, badass,
Well, if it sounds fantastic, man, congratulations. All your TikTok videos are hitting.
Hey,
as always, I really love them, and I'm going to keep stealing them. Nice. He's giving me permission. You guys started here first.
You guys too, everybody listening.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get to a quick commercial. When we come back, let's talk a little about the future and what's coming. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
The new mindset of the Coachella Valley is brought to you by BuzzBox. Here we have Steph, our new editor-in-chief, to give us a bit more info on them. So what can you tell us about it?
You know what's great about BuzzBox? Let me tell you. It's eco-friendly, has natural ingredient-infused cocktails, and the packaging is vacuum sealed to lock in all its natural ingredients. It's gluten-free, it's kosher. Yes, BuzzBox premium cocktails are meany and mighty.
All right, and we're back. So,
what's up?
DJ Ella.
Yeah.
What's coming up next, bro? What's next for you? Tell me a little bit about what your years looking. What's 2024 looking like for you?
Oh man, 2024. I'm excited. I mean, we're already 2 months in, almost 3 months in, and stuff. And
we are 3 months in.
It's been going good so far. I mean, I plan to definitely travel more, like I was a couple years ago. Definitely hit back. Go back to.
Where would you travel? Where do you think you'd be traveling?
I want to go back to Nashville. I want to go to Nashville. I want to do Dallas. I want to do Salt Lake City.
Oh man, that was cool. And you did that was 2 years ago, right?
Or
before the pandemic.
But then before the pandemic, I was doing a lot more other stuff. Yeah.
How was that for you, by the way? I never asked you.
It's a vibe. I love it out there. I mean, especially hablando de la música latina, like when you go out to other places where you don't think there's a lot of Latinos.
Yeah, I would think there is.
You go there and you're like,
there are.
Yeah.
And you're shocked. Culture shock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's insane, bro. Well,
yeah, so that's that. But I mean,
tell me about your projects here in town.
Yeah, man. So I have a couple events that I want to be a part of, and I'm gonna be a part of. Plus, other than that, I mean, I'm booked basically like 5 nights a week. But I mean, besides my actual clubbing, my DJing stuff, I have some music that I do want to release. I want to release. I got 3 other songs that I have already in production that I'm gonna have hopefully get released by this year and stuff. And be able to.
And when you're producing these songs, and you go in and. Do you get any local artists that come? You ask them to come on board, or you just kind of focus?
Actually, I mainly focus on my stuff, but I was gonna say that I'm looking forward to working with artists again. I was working with a couple artists pre-pandemic, and I just met a couple of new vocalists and stuff, and I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe doing something.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah. Well, I hope that turns out really good. Man.
Yeah, dude.
Well, let's talk about what everyone wants to know about.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about the new mindset experience.
Yes.
It's coming to Copa Nightclub. Tell me about coming back to Copa Nightclub. Tell me what's that experience like.
To be honest, it's almost like a second home in a sense that I get to work with a lot of my old coworkers from Zelda's. So it feels like we never really left Zelda's and we're all back together as a gang. But then again, feels like a second home because I started Copa when they first opened up. And
Copa.
Copa.
Yeah.
And so I was doing a lot night there, and it blew up from that point, and it was just kind of feels, kind of like that was my niche, and I needed to come back and so I'm excited for that. Yeah.
So and you play there. What days do you play there?
I'm gonna be there Saturday for the new mindset experience.
Right? That place gonna hit. I hear it's gonna be something really great.
Right. Yeah. So, but I am gonna be there starting Fridays. as of this Friday coming up. Yeah. So.
And is that going to be, you're going to be the resident DJ moving forward, or you don't know yet?
Well, I would say I'm going to be the resident DJ for Fridays for sure. And then, of course, Saturdays here and there for the special events.
So we can like the New Mindset Experience. For those of you that don't know, DJ LF is going to be our main DJ for the New Mindset Experience. We're going to have a fantastic mix for the night in your hands. It's going to be the best event. We're pumped. We have so much to offer. We're going to have free drinks, free tequila. You met the owners of Tequila Dame Mas.
Yes, I did. Yes. Shout out to them. What's up? What's up?
So there's going to be a tequila tasting, I should say, and a drink on the house. Ooh. Tell me about Tequila Dame Mas. How do you feel meeting them?
I was excited meeting them because, like, obviously, when you ever meet, an owner of a particular product or a business owner in general, you just kind of want to get a feel and a background of what they are and who they are.
And they love you.
And they're cool people. They're real cool people and they're real humble people. And I want to say that, like, that I'm pretty sure is going to translate into the tequila.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's going to be great. You're going to have from the point you walk in, you're going to be able to get your Tequila Dame Mas right in your hand. I don't know what club you go to that they offer you your first shot right there and then. I don't know anybody that does that.
I don't think anybody does
you never know. Maybe Rooftop 262 wants to be a part of that someday.
Hopefully it'll be your first shot and your last shot. So when you're 10 shots later. You know?
10 shots later, yeah. Hi, my name's Vicky. Right. Well, man, that's fantastic, man. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, bro.
You're definitely moving up and up and up, and the more you do it, the better for the Valley.
Oh, man,
ultimately, you're representing the Valley, and that's really what matters, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, there's a lot of good talent out there here in the Valley and up and coming too. And it's cool to be a part of this scene and be able to be like, hey, you know what? When I go out of town and be like, hey, I'm from Palm Springs or from where Coachella, Coachella Valley and stuff. And they're like, oh, no, shit, no way.
Don't know what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
It's like it's totally cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, let's cut to the last commercial. When we come back, let's just quick little overview, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, friends of the Coachella Valley. Jose here from the New Mindset. I recently went to an event where I met the owners of a brand of tequila called Dame Mas. They're fantastic people, and their story is amazing. We're going to partner up with them, and we're going to have them at the New Mindset Experience at Copa Nightclub in Palm Springs, California. But here's one of the owners to tell us a little bit more about the brand.
Tequila Dame Más. Hecho en Tequila, Jalisco, con amor, pasión y 100% agave azul. Es un tequila ultra premium creado por una mujer mexicana para los paladares más exigentes. Es un tequila 100% mexicano que una vez que lo pruebes te hará decir, dame más.
The New Mindset Experience is coming March 9th. Don't miss out. Now, let's go back to the show.
All right, and we're back. So, LF.
What's up?
Let's do the last bit of this. First off, how was your BuzzBox?
Oh, yeah, man. It was definitely a new flavor. It's a new flavor I've never tried, and I loved it. Yeah.
Good. So
because the last one was, which one was it?
I think you had vodka lemonade once, and then you had the whiskey. Whiskey something.
And then you were getting me to try the Bloody Mary, but
we'll try that again.
I was already buzzed.
Well, funny enough, we have one for you here tonight.
Oh, no.
We might just give it to you for later. You do you. Well, for anybody out there listening that they've been wanting to do this for some time, they maybe want to become DJs to your level. I think I've said this before. I'll say it again. You're no longer, I don't think, a DJ just of the Coachella Valley. You've become something else. You've become a little more statewide known and international. I think you're going to be getting international C's. Let's do it. Yeah. But what's your advice for somebody that wants to do this type of career? Like, what would you say is the first step?
I know a lot of people say, like, you got to get the right equipment and you got to, start off with that. I would say start hitting the places that you have fun and you enjoy at, and absorb everything, absorb the scene, absorb what the DJ does, either crowd control or, vice versa, and just be a vibe, and, take that. And then, once you start getting your equipment, then you apply your vibe and, you start having fun with it.
That's fantastic.
That's the whole thing, is that if you're not having fun doing what you do, then, you shouldn't be doing it, period. So, just much love to everybody that's trying to be a DJ out there. I mean, just keep at it. Love what you do as far as have a love for the music for sure. Yeah.
Do you think we're going to use that for BTS? Do you think, actually, I'm sorry. What's the best place for someone to reach out and say, get a hold of you if they want you to hire you, get you for gigs? Like, what's the best way?
Yeah, you guys can reach me at all my socials. I'm pretty active on my Instagram. Catch me at DJ_LF. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything you can think of. DJ LF.
And if you come to Palm Springs at nights, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, you're here.
Basically, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays,
wow.
Sundays. Yeah.
You'd have 2 days rest.
I do. Yeah.
That's good. Well, there you go,
Yeah,
guys. This has been a fantastic interview with ULF. Thank you
bro.
so much for your time, and we appreciate your music. We appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Once
Thank
again,
you.
to all our
That's it.
sponsors, for Amazon for supporting us. This episode actually is brought to you by Tequila Dame Mas. They're going to be sponsoring the new Mindset Experience coming to you March 9th with DJ LF at Copa Nightclub in Palm Springs, California. You still have some time to get some seats, but they're going fast. You know the count today?
No, I don't.
Our count today is 136 people. But we're 136 people in. The place fits 3, so we're going to see if we can pack the house.
Yeah, I think we're going to pack it out.
Fantastic.
Everybody listening, let's go.
Let's go. Well, thank you once again, man. Thank you guys again, and you guys have a great rest of your night.